much, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, The Rules and Rulers. That is Hlophe. Otherwise, guys, let us go, or let us start with the business of the day. Let us first discuss what is going on in South Africa politically, right? So, number one, guys, let's talk about the MKP. This lady, she doesn't know when to give up. She doesn't know when to just let everything go. And subsequent to that, okay, Hlophe, what do you know what, guys? Do you know this guy called Dr. Hlophe? He's been sexually asking sexual favors from me. Yeah, look at the letter. Look at the letter. She said it herself. It said this guy, up, down, left, right, and center. Guys, sorry, as a disclaimer that you should know that I have eyesight problems. Especially this eye is more problematic. Hence, in my previous video, there was a tissue somewhere because I have eyesight problems. So I think I'll have to opt for this. This will save my life, even though I don't like it. I don't like it, but it's just... Okay, let's move right along. So we don't know what will happen to Dr. Hlophe, whether they're going to dismiss him. But there's been just a lot of drama in the MKP. I think with so much drama, Zuma should just let him go for the peace of the party. Because I think that now there's just a lot going on. The last thing that Zuma wants, it's someone that is in the big six to be faced with such accusations. Hopefully they will just let him go. We'll see with that as the week goes by. Let us move then forward to the expropriation bill. So to those ones that do not follow me on my YouTube shorts as well as on my TikTok, because I do post everything that I post on my TikTok on my YouTube shorts. I was talking about the president signing the expropriation bill into law, which is now the Expropriation Act of 2025, I think. So the president signed a law which allows for expropriation in South Africa. The question that people have that is overarching is whether that whether there's going to be compensation or no compensation. And the way I foresee it, I think that the compensation part where they're just gonna expropriate without compensation, I feel like those situations will rarely happen. Most of the theory or the thing that I think is most probable is that the property or land will be expropriated with a certain amount of compensation that the government can pay. As for expropriating without compensating, I think that will be a little bit challenging, and knowing the fact that the government is in the GNU, and the fact that a lot of parties have rejected this idea of the expropriation bill, I think it's just, for me, what I'm excited about is that it's a starting point. We have to start somewhere. So this, in my view, it's a starting point. But is this enough? I don't know. I really don't know if that is enough or not. But we have that act which allows for expropriation of land or property. As for without compensation, I think that is more arguable. And it's not even that clear, because expropriation in nil, for me, I feel like still a little bit vague. It depends, because other research explains nil in a different way than other people. So I think it should have been clear with expropriation without compensation instead of using expropriation in nil. No, just say without compensation. And I think other things like Gonyama Trust will be impacted by this decision. And if you feel like, if you want to understand the complexity of the issue of property in South Africa, please read this book. It's a beautiful big read. I don't know if you guys can check it out. And also, I would recommend this one as well, because this thing of expropriation of property, some other organizations have been fighting about it, because for people who are illegal occupants who have to be relocated, you'll find that the municipality can just expropriate the land instead of relocating the people. Because one of the issues of the government is that we do not have property, we don't have alternative accommodation. Why don't you expropriate, especially in instances of evictions? Because, guys, we know that when a property is being evicted, it is the duty of the municipality to provide alternative accommodation. So in those situations when the municipality comes and say, but we don't know where to replace or where to relocate these people, this is where we come. That's why this book is important. this is where the issue of expropriation without compensation or expropriation comes, of which I think in South Africa, considering the history, it is better to expropriate without compensation, not in all circumstances, but in most circumstances. And to those ones that want to understand more about Ingonyama Trust and the impact that it will have on Ingonyama Trust, this is the book for you, as I've already shown you. So the issue of expropriation, people think that it will only affect white people who have benefited from past injustices against the black community, but also black people are going to be affected, like for example the Ingonyama Trust. And to those ones that want to read more about land property in South Africa, please read this book. It's a beautiful read. I have a lot of books because, guys, I'm really interested in property. I love property. These are not just all the only books that I have on property. I have a lot of books on property, but these are the ones that I recommend for now for you to just read if you want to understand the issue of property and expropriation. Please don't mind the chipping. Please don't mind the chipping. Please don't mind the chipping. The area that I'm in, there's a lot of chipping of birds. So, yeah, when it comes to the expropriation of land without compensation, I think, as I've said, it's quite complex, and I don't think I'm impressed with the way the NC has done this. Sorry, guys, so my battery ran out, so I had to quickly, make a plan. But yeah, that's what I mean when I was speaking about expropriation. That is a little bit complex, but from my understanding, I don't think it will be without compensation. I still think that most of the property that is going to be expropriated, if it will, in most cases it will be the one where the municipality will pay compensation, because we must remember that most of the land in South Africa is owned by the other race. I don't think the other race is happy about it. Hence, about DA, they're fighting so much that even the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure that is supposed to implement this bill is saying they will never do that. And people are even saying that you're defiling you're defiling the president, because that is the law that was brought into effect by the president by signing it, and now it is his job to ensure that it gets implemented. However, he's saying that that will never happen. And Abu Fikile Mbalula yesterday, as well as the deputy president of South Africa, have responded and said that if he can't implement, he must just resign, or he should just allow the deputy to do the work, which is Usihle Zikalala, because Sihle is the deputy, and deputy doesn't mean that he's the PA of the minister. They also have the same importance as the minister himself. So if he feels like he can't deal with it, he must just let Zikalala do the job. And John Steenhuisen has even said that if this continues, then they will have to revisit the agreements of the GNU, because, they've enacted a lot of laws from the Bella Bill. The DA was against the Bella Bill. NHI, the DA was against NHI. To the Expropriation Act, the DA was against all these acts that have now been made laws, or the bills that have now been made laws. They were against all of them, but still that didn't stop the NC from signing them into law. So that becomes a problem for the Democratic Alliance to say that what type of partnership are we having, what type of coalition are we having, because you guys are just giving us laws without even consulting the GNU itself to see if everybody approves or what. So yeah, the expropriation thingy, the issue, guys, if I was to talk about it here and then we go to the legal aspect, we read the act, we go to the debates, even the books, the debates that are made in books like Otoba and everyone else, I think that it would just take this video a very long time, an hour. It will be an hour video, and I don't think for now our channel is that advanced that we can make an hour video. For now, let's just touch and base so that everybody can understand. We can move in sync, and then if you want to delve into things in deeper and everything, then I think when the channel is more advanced, we can then do that. Otherwise, for now, let us just keep it shallow and in a way that everybody can understand. But otherwise, if you are interested in property or learning more about expropriation and land in South Africa, those are some of the books that I can recommend for you. And then let us move to Jean Pierre Smith from the Democratic Alliance. He's also been under investigation for corruption and fraud, and he was trending. I think whether people think I'm excited or what, but this comes to show everybody that it doesn't mean that just because a person is of another skin color, they are better than black people. people that are corrupt. It doesn't matter who you are. If you corrupt, you corrupt. And I think for the longest time there were no scandals around the Democratic Alliance, and now we get to see that politicians are rotten. It doesn't. The South African National Defense Force has went to Congo to assist, or they were deployed to assist with the M23 and to maintain peace and security there. And that came because of the things that the M23 has been doing there in the DRC. So the M23 is a group of people that are called rebels, and it is said that they've been acting like this because of they've been terrorizing people in a way, killing them, raping them, taking children to be soldiers, and all of those things. That is because of the what's the right word? Um, because of the non-compliance of the Congolese government to the agreement that they had in 2009, the peace agreement in 2009. The government did not adhere to the agreement. Hence, the M23 has been acting like this. So the South African National Defense Force was deployed to go and assist with the situation, to protect the civilians, to ensure that there is peace and safety and security. However, from the statement that is also issued by the economic freedom fighters, these people, they're not even properly armed. They are not even like ready for any war. They were ambushed and some people died. 9 people, I think, died, and some were injured, like badly injured. So that should tell you the type of government we have in terms of the ministers. Why would you select or elect a minister that doesn't know anything about military to be the minister of military? Because if the person was in the military before, they will understand and know that every time they have to be properly equipped to fight. But in this situation, it seems like they're not even properly equipped to fight. Sure, guys. They're not even properly equipped to fight and to defend the country. Why would you deploy an army to go and defend a country when they can't even defend themselves? Malema did say this before and said that why did the president take the army there when we know that the South African army is not as good? So I don't know, guys. It's a little bit tricky, and I think the best solution is to bring our army back home. I know that South Africa is trying to help, and but if like the help is not gonna go far, if the help is going to endanger other people's fathers and brothers and so forth, rather this whole thing end, rather they come back home than for them to risk their lives, when they can't even protect themselves. So I don't know what you guys think of everything that I've said. What do you guys think? Comment down in the section down below and tell me what you think, and tell me if whether you think our army should come back home or they should continue fighting there, even though we are not even properly equipped or ready for such missions. I don't know what you guys think. I'll hear your comment in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I'll see you on Wednesday. Please be on the lookout. Wait for my videos. Wait for me. Put on that notification bell. Comment, guys. Subscribe, Bunny. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to tell your cousins to tell your boyfriend to tell your husband to tell your children that I'm on YouTube, and come and subscribe. Tell them that when they come here, before they even hear what I have to say, they must subscribe because they'll get to know everything. Law, everything. We are readers here. We are readers. We are everything. So please, guys, do the right thing for me. Otherwise, see you on Wednesday. Bye.